It's interesting because usually when people think contractors think SEO, they think, oh, my website, website's got to be buttoned up. I got to put a lot of content. That's certainly part of it. But it could be other kind of low hanging fruit. Like I'm here in Michigan. We're just getting ready for the summer season. Hopefully sooner rather than later. So going to the local newspaper, local television station on how to get
Yes.
your air conditioner, set for the summer. Make sure they include a link, and now you're riding their coattails a little bit on how much traffic they're getting in Google's eyes, right?
100%. I think in the world, when we went from yellow pages to, being found online, something happened, right? Where many companies forgot how to outflow, and by outflow, like how to go connect in their community, how important it was. And I had another contractor come in and ask for my help. He said, I got all the sales team, they're zoo lions, and I'd like you to teach them to be African lions. And I had to think about it for a second. I had no idea what he was talking about. And he said, my sales team only goes out on sales calls that come in from the internet. They don't know how to go hunt and fish. And I was like, oh, dear Lord, this is a problem. Well, how do you go hunt and fish if you just have a website? Like, oh, hey, go look at my website. You have to have that content, right? So you have to do what you're saying about go get interviewed, by the school board, by the chamber. Go, who else has got a stage in your market that has an audience of homeowners? Well, that could be, well, I'm a big fan of the Home Builders Association because that's how I got my start. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But go to the Home Builders Association and just go, hey, we've got some products and we have something that we do. They're looking for speakers. They have an audience. Go look for remodelers in your marketplace that are already in the home. And if somebody's going to remodel their home, well, you don't want to add more load onto the existing system. So, hey, a ductless system would go really well. So go network with remodelers, go network with home inspectors. Who's in the home? Like every home that gets bought or sold has got a home inspector. Go make a connection with a home inspector and say, hey, we're really proficient in these ductless systems. And by the way, if you need a go-to contractor, I'm your guy, right? And not just for ductless, right? So there are all kinds of opportunities in the community and all kinds of places to network. And I'm glad that you brought up LinkedIn because one of my contractors is a smaller contractor, but he's super solid. And I said, we're going to LinkedIn. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. I go, no, we're going to go to LinkedIn. And we went back and forth. And, sometimes with my clients, you start sounding like an old married, couple.
Right.
No, I don't want to do it. Yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah.
And I go, but here's the deal. I said, we're going to go hunt and fish for your ideal client. So with a smaller contractor, I'm not going to present him. And I manage just a handful of websites. So I have his website in full disclosure, but I'm not going to take his website and have him go get found for every search term. I go, we want to go hunt and fish for your ideal client. And they're on LinkedIn. I'm quite sure of it. And so we did, we put a business page up and we put some of our videos out there and we went and found the ideal client. It didn't happen on the first meeting. So he was like, I told you, they're price shoppers. And I go, nope, we're just looking for the right one. And then he called me up and he said, I now get a multiple stream, one person referring multiple times. I get a multiple stream. My average deal is $40,000 to $45,000. It's a multi-zone mini split system in the certain type of thing that we were looking for. So there are things, Kyle, to your point, to just get out there. It is a time to go on the offense, right? It's not time to be a bystander.